Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. I know it has been a while since I've been uploading, but we are back and we're going to go ahead and take a look at Xerneas, Origin Palkia, and Wings Necrozma in the Master League. So this has been about like a week removed from GoFest, so that's where we were able to get Wings Necrozma and I believe the other one that has Solgaleo Duskmane Necrozma. But in the Master League, I have noticed that there's been a lot of trainers using Wings Necrozma, so I did manage to get a Hundo Necrozma, and I was able to fuse it with Lunala right there. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these battles right here. Xerneas is gonna go down to that Mewtwo, but we were able to pick up a shield against that Mewtwo, and now we're gonna be bringing in Wings Necrozma right here. We are gonna be shielding anything from the Mewtwo because of that potential Shadow Ball, unless you're counting the moves, of course. Then you could save yourself one shield. But right there, we didn't really know how much energy the Mewtwo had because I wasn't keeping track. And as you can see there, they're gonna be throwing another charge move right here. And because I believe it did take a little bit longer for the Shadow Ball, there it is. We're gonna be able to shield that up, and then Moongeist Beam right here is going to be doing a ton of damage. That is the important part of this Wings Necrozma. It's going to be that Moongeist Beam. As you can see, it hits like a truck. We're going to be able to farm down that Dialga and expect the next Pokemon Kyogre. Same thing. We're going to try to go for that Moongeist Beam. We are able to get it before that Kyogre gets to a surf. And we're going to be looking very, very good right here. As you can see, that Moongeist Beam does a bunch of damage. Kyogre does get to the surf, so right here we're most likely going to be going down to that surf. If not, we're going to be able to take do one more Shadow Claw. Palkia is going to be able to resist that Kyogre, and now they're going to bring in Mewtwo. Even if we were to get hit with the Side Strike, we should be able to handle it with that Origin Palkia. So GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the next battle right here. Xerneas right here is only a level 40. This IV is not the best, so that's the reason why I really haven't powered up to level 50. So this is going to be a level 40 Xerneas right here. We're going to be able to go ahead and go with that close combat. Our opponent doesn't shield, which is amazing, so we're going to swap into our Palkia right here. And because of that potential Draco Meteor, we are going to be shielding, but we didn't have to right there because of that Iron Head, which is going to be fine. As you can see, they're going to be bringing in that Mewtwo, and now we are going to go ahead, and I believe we panicked right here, and we're going to go with that Aqua Tail. It would have been better to go with that Spatial Rend move because you will not get your attack debuff. Actually, I guess the game didn't actually click on that Aqua Tail, so we are going to be able to throw in that Spatial Rend. And as you can see right there, Mewtwo does shield it, which is perfect, but we were able to pick up a shield. So now we're going to be doing one-on-one shield, and we're able to get to this Aqua Tail. I believe my opponent wanted to farm me down with their Mewtwo. As you can see, we are going to be able to pick up the second shield, and they waste energy, which is perfect, because then we're going to be able to let our Palkia go and perhaps maybe come in with either that Xerneas, so that way our opponent can waste all that energy that it has. As you can see, we're not going to be shielding that up right there to try to get our opponent to waste all the energy that it has right there. Now we're going to swap into our Necrozma, and we're able to farm down that Mewtwo, and we have one shield left over, which is going to be awesome right there. Now we're gonna wait. They bring in a Ho-Oh, so that, look at that. You need to count 3 Incinerates right here, and that's how you know they're gonna throw one charge move. They did manage to get 3 Incinerates, so we're gonna be able to throw that Moongeist Beam. It doesn't knock it out, and we can't swap. And our opponent doesn't attack, and as you can see, we're able to, and they just forfeit right there. So GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the third battle right here. Xerneas versus Origin Form Dialga, another great Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and do it with the same strategy, close combat, because it's going to be doing super effective damage. As you can see right here, Xerneas, again, our opponent does not shield, and I believe we are going to stay in this, and I believe we don't want to waste a shield, so we are going to let our shiny Xerneas go down to that Iron Head because we lowered our defense stat right there. And as you can see there, Palkia now comes in against that Landorus, which is going to be fine, I believe, because we're going to be able to apply pressure with those Aqua Tails, as it is going to be doing super effective damage to that Landorus. And as you can see right here, they most likely are going to be going with their Sandsear Storm move, which is going to be dropping our attack, which is going to be fine. And I believe right here, since we aren't using our shields, we are looking at a very tricky situation, because I believe my game plan here was I'm going to save my shields for that Dawn Wings Necrozma. And as you can see here, we are going to be throwing that Aqua Tail to save our opponent's shield. So we did manage to pick up both shields. Right here, we were a little late on the swap. We needed to swap there immediately. Now we're going to be using our shields, but we are going to be getting debuff right here with those Sandsear Storms. And as you can see here, we're going to be able to again we're going to be shielding up that second charge move right there, Sandsear Storm. So we are incredibly debuffed right now, which basically means our attack stat has been lowered and we're not going to be doing as much damage as we should be. And as you can see there, now they're going to be bringing in their own Necrozma. But again, this mirror match is a little tricky because we are debuffed. We're gonna be going ahead and throw that Dark Pulse. Let's see if we're able to knock out their Necrozma. Because of that debuff, they're able to survive with like 1 HP, and I was lagging right there for some reason. As you can see, my Shadow Claw wasn't able to go through, and that Dark Pulse hits me. And then Palkia right there is going to go down to that Dialga's. GG's to my opponent. I feel like I was going to lose that battle regardless, because even if I would have gone one Shadow Claw, my Pokemon just had very low health. Now we're going to go in with the Xerneas versus Togekiss matchup. Right here, we're going to go straight Moonblast. There is no reason to throw our close combat because it is just going to be double resisted. And as you can see there, look at that. They were able to pick up one shield, which is going to be awesome. We are going to let this move go. Xerneas is basically our just Pokemon to apply pressure with those shields, because Moonblast and close combat will hit hard. As you can see, we're able to get 2 close combats on with our Xerneas. I mean, 2 Moonblasts, I'm sorry. And that second one does connect, so that's going to be awesome. Now we're going to be bringing in the Necrozma, because we're going to try to farm as much energy. Farm this Togekiss down. I believe we will shield our Necrozma, but most importantly, we are going to be farming down this Togekiss. As you can see there, we do have a 1 Moongeist Beam ready to go. Dragonite's going to be coming in. That's going to be perfect. We're going to be able to throw this Moongeist Beam, and that way you can see how strong a Moongeist Beam is. We do manage to pick up the second shield, which is going to be fine. We're going to be able to shield ourselves here, and I believe Necrozma is able to take at least 2 Dragon Claws before it gets to low health. And as you can see, one more Moongeist Beam. That move, Moongeist Beam, has been... It's similar to, let's say, like a Precipice Blades or an Origin Pulse. And as you can see, Kyogre comes, which is going to be perfect because we're going to be able to resist the moves with our Palkia. Now we're going to be throwing Dark Pulse, because there's no way we're going to get to a 3rd Moongeist Beam with the health that we have. Palkia now is going to be coming in against this Kyogre, and we're going to be able to farm it down, but our opponent forfeits, and that's a GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the last battle of the video. If you're enjoying it so far, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this team. Let me know if you have a Dawn Wings Necrozma. Let's go ahead and jump right into the commentary. So here we go. Again, Shadow Sneak or Dragon Claw won't do much against our Xerneas, so we're going to be charging up a little bit extra energy right here to be able to throw at least 2 Moonblasts to start applying pressure. First one does pick up a shield. This Origin, I believe this is this Giratina has a lot of health. It's not the Origin form Giratina, that one's different. As you can see, we're going to be able to get to a second Moonblast to be applying pressure. And if, let's say, I believe right here we're going to be coming in with the Palkia, but that move does go in. So that's actually huge for us right there, because now we can comfortably come in with our Dawn Wings Necrozma and just farm that Giratina down. As you can see here, we were trying to get to that close combat to do some chip damage. We're going to be able to farm down that Giratina and not receive any damage. And now Melmetal comes in, which is perfect right here. We're going to go ahead and go straight Moongeist Beam. There's going to be no reason for us to bait with the Dark Pulse, because it's going to be doing neutral damage regardless. And if we do connect here, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. They do manage to shield right there, and we are going to shield ourselves against this Melmetal. Flash Cannon comes in, which is very odd to see. They're going to be bringing in their Togekiss, which is going to be fine. Moongeist Beam once again. As you can see, this Dawn Wings Necrozma, if you manage to put and you manage to have your shield, it does do a lot of damage, as you can see there. Melmetal comes in now. And this is looking like a very, very good game right here. We're going to be able to shield once again with our Dawn Wings Necrozma. And we should be able to pick up Superpower comes in. We would have been able to resist that. Now we're going to go ahead and throw that Moongiant's Beam and call it a good game. So let me know down below what you think about this team. Let me know how your Go Fest went. Let me know how you've been. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.